Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon FireRed version. In the last episode, we traveled through Mount Moon and took down Team Rocket's first heist, possibly of many, possibly not. I know, because, I've already played this game like a million times before. But I'm not going to bother spoiling things. And anyways, in this episode, we're going to be moving beyond Mount Moon just to see what lies past, and the repel wore off. That was actually completely unrelated to what I just said. Anyways, first things first, I did a little bit of off-screen. Well, I'd clear out the rest of the trainers in Mount Moon off-screen. And so these are just my levels right now, but nothing is too terribly different. Anyways, here, there are two move tutors. And he's like, a punch of roaring ferocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate attack. You agree, yes? Now, let me teach it to your Pokemon. Now, I don't necessarily agree that it's the ultimate move. However, Mega Punch is a really awesome move, and it has a lot of power behind it, and I'm definitely going to teach it to Jaggleboof right now, because Jaggleboof needs a little bit more power behind him in order to really be a threat to anyone right now. So I'm just looking at it. It's 80 power with 85 accuracy compared to 40 power with 100 accuracy. I'm willing to take that little bit of accuracy trade-off because usually I'm pretty lucky about slightly low accuracy moves. Which is weird because I have the worst luck about like Sand Attack and Double Team and stuff like that. So anyways. This guy over here will teach you Mega Kick, which I believe is 120 base power with 70 accuracy off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I personally prefer Mega Punch to Mega Kick. But that's just me. No judgment if you happen to prefer the other. I'm just sort of checking through these flowers. I'm not completely sure if any of them have any hidden items. I'm pretty sure they don't, but I mean, you know, always checking. TM05 contains Roar. That will automatically cause a switch out from your opponent. Anyways, if you drop down this ledge, or this ledge right here, then you won't be able to go back through Mount Moon for quite a little while. So make sure, if you've passed over this threshold, that there's nothing else you need to take care of. Alright, and so, past here is Cerulean City. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and stop in the Mart, just to go ahead and see what sort of new stuff we can get. This is our first introduction to Super Potions, which heal 50 HP instead of the 20 you get from normal potions, but that's pretty much the only new thing. I have no money right now, so I'm not actually going to be picking up any Super Potions, but those are definitely a good thing to grab if you feel like you need them. Over here is the bike shop, but we can't really do anything with that quite yet, so I didn't mean to go in this house. I'm pretty sure there's an in-game trade here. Oh, yeah. If you talk to this guy, he will trade a Poliwhirl for a Jinx. We don't have access to Poliwhirl yet, so we can't take that trade, but once you do have a Poliwhirl, I actually highly recommend that trade because Jinx is a really cool Pokemon, and I might come back to it once I actually have the ability to do that trade. Anyways, what I'm really, really wanting to do right now is just north of the city, there is a little battle waiting for us. This is the gym, but we're not quite ready to take that down yet. We need a little bit more levels behind us. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and switch Super Hot to the front. And he's already like egregiously overleveled right now, just because of how levels happen to work out. But if we work our way up here, it's none other than Gary. Yo, Kevin, you're still struggling along back here? I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Kevin. So yeah, this is our third battle against Gary, I want to say. And he is pulling out all the stops right now. He starts with a level 17 Pidgeotto, which is the evolved form of Pidgey, for those of you keeping track at home. So he's held on to his Pidgey that he had in our second encounter with him. Because our first encounter was when he only had a starter Pokemon. Anyways, Pidgeotto can, even when he's not getting critical hits, he can be really, really annoyingly powerful. So, only big thing will be if he uses Quick Attack, but I don't think it would have quite enough power to finish me off. Either way, he didn't go for it, so no real worries there. And the rest of the battle is honestly a cakewalk from here, like, for real. Because his starter Pokemon isn't evolved for whatever reason, even though I'm pretty sure it's level 18, and if I know that off the top of my head I'm a huge nerd, I'm a huge nerd. But yeah, for some reason his starter Pokemon isn't evolved, even though it's at a level that it could be. I guess they just wanted to make this fight a little bit easier, which I don't get, because they started off with a Pidgeotto, which is a pretty strong Pokemon for this point in the game. But I digress. Anyways, a couple Thundershocks from Jerk, and his Squirtle will go down. No problem. You're dang right, it's super effective. And now he's going to choose Abra. Abra is a cool Pokemon that we're actually just about to have access to, so I'll go ahead and go over it. By level, Abra only learns the move Teleport, which is a move that is completely useless in trainer battles. But if you're using it against a wild Pokemon, then it will automatically let you flee, and in the field it will also teleport you back to the last Pokemon Center you used, which is very, very handy. However, once Abra evolves, which is level 16, incidentally, which it was, but whatever. Anyways, it evolves at level 16 into Kadabra, which is probably the second strongest Psychic type in the game, once it's fully evolved. So yeah. The one thing, though, is in order to evolve it, you need to have access to trading. And if you don't, then sorry, you're not going to be able to use it to its full potential. I do actually have access to trading, but I'm not personally going to be using it because I already have 3 Pokemon on my team right now. And I don't want to overcrowd things until I need to. And I forgot to read over his text because I'm used to just like button mashing through stuff, so that added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC too. Since you're using the system, you should go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Curse you for having such great... Oh, I forgot this happens, yeah. Oh right, I feel sorry for you. No really, you're always plotting behind... Screw you. Screw you, guy. So here, I'll give you a little present as a favor. Obtain the Fame Checker. This is a completely useless item. A chatty gossip like you? That thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't give a hoot about others. Alright, this time I really am gonna smell ya. Alright, so when I say that's a completely useless item, I'm gonna go ahead and show it off, just so I can say that I did. But basically, about important people, you can get like a couple quotes about important people, but nothing important. It's completely worthless. So yeah, that was our fight with Gary, and it's a lot easier with this team than I expected it to be. And back here, the only reason I'm coming is because I'm pretty sure there's an item. There it is. There's a rare candy for us. So that's cool. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and heal up and then head back to the north of the city. Alright, and we're back. And just past Gary, we are at Route 24, which is weird because the last route we were on was like 4, so we just jumped by 20. But anyways, this right here is, I'll go ahead and let him explain it. People call this the Nugget Bridge. Beat us 5 trainers and win a fabulous prize. Think you got what it takes? So yes, this is Nugget Bridge. There are 5, and this is actually required. There are 5 trainer battles in a row, and for beating them all, you get a Nugget, which is a sell item that sells for 5,000 money, I think. So, stop missing Mega Punch. Don't make a liar out of me. Let me be lucky with you. Phrasing. But anyways, if you beat all 5 trainers, then you get a Nugget, and it sells for 5,000 money. And that's awesome, because more money is always a good thing, especially since I'm super low on money right now, but I'm going to be battling a lot of trainers, in addition to the fact that I'm going to be getting a sell item. So yeah. Anyways, these are all required battles, and as much as I don't want to cut them out, I'm thinking I'll probably just go ahead and speed up through it, because this is going to go pretty slow, especially if I keep missing as much as I am. So yeah. I mean, I'll like go to normal commentary if there's something actually worth talking about, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and speed up and maybe do a little bit of post commentary over it. Alright, so here we are with post commentary, and something I've actually been wanting to talk about that I've been forgetting about, just as the footage plays in the background, is the concept of same type attack bonus. Just like every Pokemon has a type, every move also has a type. So, if your Pokemon is using a move that is the same type as it, then it is going to deal 1.5 times damage. So that's generally called same type attack bonus, or stab for short, which is a very, very handy thing that I highly recommend you take care of, and you'll notice that for the most part, when I can, I'm using a move of my Pokemon's type just to get that little bit of extra power. And it is very handy, and it might go underappreciated because it's only like a 50% bonus, but believe it or not, that will be the like main determining factor between life, well, not life and death, but between kill and not kill on, well, I guess life and death in that sense. But, you know, don't question me. So yeah. Anyways, as for the battles, most of them really don't have much of anything crazy going on. I forgot to point it out earlier, but actually in the route to the west of Cerulean City, it's our first instance of version-exclusive Pokemon. Yes, that means Pokemon that you can only actually acquire in one version rather than the other. And the two are Sandshrew and Ekans. And Sandshrew I actually wanted to use, but unfortunately it is exclusive to Leaf Green version, so I'm stuck with Ekans. And Ekans I don't particularly care for. It doesn't really excel in anything whatsoever. But, what you gonna do? Anyways, Nugget Bridge cleared 4 of the trainers, I'm pretty sure. And so now I'm just gonna go ahead and heal and hit up the last one. And this Mankey just crazy Ultra Death combos me with Fury Swipes and ends up killing me, and it only gets paralyzed after I've already fainted. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Past Kevin. Alright, and 4.5 trainers later, we are here at the top. Congratulations, you beat our 5 contest trainers. You just earned a fabulous prize. We received a nugget from the mystery trainer. Kevin put the nugget in the item's pocket. By the way, how would you like to join Team Rocket? We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokemon. Want to join? Are you sure? I actually do want to join, let me join! I want to know about your dental plan! I don't know. Anyways, here we have an amazing dynamic costume change. Yes, this man was a Team Rocket grunt the whole time, and implicitly, Nugget Bridge was being run by Team Rocket, so why they were giving away free money to people who could beat level 18 and below Pokemon. You know, sometimes a criminal organization's just gotta take losses. I don't understand their inner workings, because I've never had to run a criminal organization before. Maybe someday, I'm always hopeful, but, you know, their workings are just beyond my understanding. So, that's his Ekans gone down, and he's got a Zubat, and I'm hoping I'll be able to take it down, but I've been having somewhat inconsistent luck with my ability to one-shot things, not to mention the fact that I'm using a move that has less than 100% accuracy, which means I'm always going to miss. Except when I don't, because I'm actually, like I said, pretty lucky about stuff like that, until it drops below like the 80% point. That's when I really start missing like all the time. But hey, got 4 hits in a row. I am very, very happy about that. And statistically speaking, that's about what I can expect, to be honest. And he's like, you are good. And I got money. And he already gave me money through a nugget, so with your ability, you'd become a top leader in Team Rocket. Come on, think of the opportunity. Don't let this chance go. I can't talk right now. Yeah, this guy just stays here forever, and he says the exact same thing if you talk to him again. So, that's cool, I guess. Right here is a TM for Attract, which I believe causes the infatuation status, so if you really do like that, then go for it. I personally don't care for it. Anyways, I think that's a decent amount of stuff that we've done in this episode. We battled our rival and took down Nugget Bridge, as well as this Team Rocket grunt, who has a field sprite different from the normal field sprite of Team Rocket grunts. So, in the next episode, I think we're gonna move our way along Cerulean Cape and hit up Route 25. I'll see you guys then. I was trying to make the outro so that I hit the change of the route spot. I'm cool, I promise.